this is also talking about the creation of new technology that will be used in the Golden Dome.
Welcome to Reporter's Notebook, where we talk to the Washington Examiner's top journalists about the stories breaking on their beats. I'm Jim Antle. I'm joined today by defense reporter Mike Brest. Mike, the big Pentagon announcement this week had to do with Golden Dome. Walk us through what that is.
So the Golden Dome was President Trump's vision that he laid out during his first couple of days in office. And so what he imagines this as is a giant sort of safety net over the entire United States that will be able to, once operational, detect, track, and intercept any type of missile, rocket, or weapon that is fired from an adversary targeting the United States. Mm-hmm. And so these include weapons that the U.S. doesn't currently have great defenses for, like cruise missiles or ballistic missiles or nuclear weapons. And these are weapons that could be launched from the ground, from the air, or from space even. And so what the president wants to see is this comprehensive system that allows for the U.S. to be prepared for any one of those attacks fired from any one of those areas. And so this, as it's currently laid out in design, includes hundreds, if not thousands, of sensors and systems, all designed to, again, track and then locate and intercept any sorts of incoming missiles fired, most likely from Russia or China towards the United States, but could also be from Iran or North Korea. And so the president announced earlier this week that the Vice Chief of the Space Force will be leading this effort, mm-hmm. And that it's the president's belief that they will be able to get this operational within 3 years for about $150 billion. Now, we've seen estimates that over the course of the next 20 years, this could take or cost up to $500 billion. So this is a very expensive and long-term project, but there are a lot of leading national security experts who believe in the idea as long as it's executed appropriately. And so a big part of this is that only some of the technology that is being laid out for this Golden Dome is actually currently available. And so this is not only using current technology or modifying this technology to advance it, but this is also talking about the creation of new technology that will be used in the Golden Dome.
So this is in the tradition of the Iron Dome that's used by Israel for its defense, and also dating all the way back to the Star Wars program or Strategic Defense Initiative back in the Reagan administration.
Yeah, so it's much more akin to the Reagan-era version when you think of what they described as sort of a dome over the United States, as opposed to Israel's Iron Dome, which is one of their air defense systems.
Right.
Israel has 3 primary air defense systems to intercept different types of weapons fired at Israel. And the other part of the conversation is the Iron Dome in Israel only has to protect Israel, which is the size of New Jersey. What the president wants to see for the Golden Dome is that that is able to protect the entire United States. And so it's a much larger weapons system, or as the head of the Space Force calls, a system of systems. Mm-hmm. And so they want to really see this sort of blanket the United States. The president also said that Canada was interested in getting involved in this.
So more controversially, the United States has been gifted a new plane that will at some point ostensibly be used for Air Force One. Talk a little bit about that.
So it was this sort of announcement came last week and was finalized this week. The U.S. Department of Defense has taken possession of a Qatari Boeing aircraft that will be refit and remodeled over the next several years, mm-hmm. To be equipped to act as the next Air Force One. Now, the Air Force One is much different than your average commercial plane. It has all the things that a president would need to fly and still be able to carry out the duties of the presidency.
Right.
So this will be potentially millions, if not more, into a project to refit this jet to make it appropriate for Air Force One. The Air Force has said they are working on getting contracting ready to develop that and make that transition happen. And many of those details are classified.
Aren't there any security concerns about having a plane that comes from a foreign government carry around the president all the time?
there are a lot of people, both Democrats and Republicans, who have expressed those concerns and want to see additional oversight before this plane is transitioned into Air Force One. The president has downplayed those concerns and said this is a gift from a friend or an ally, and he would be stupid not to accept it because it's a free plane. It wouldn't cost taxpayers any money, except for the fact that the taxpayers will in fact be paying for all the refit and redesign of this aircraft.
Thank you, Mike. You can read Mike and the rest of our national security team's coverage at washingtonexaminer.com.